Top 6 guitarists of all time.
Starting off with honorable mentions, we have Ralph Macchio, Macho, Karate Kid himself. Like, his soul and aura on the line, and he delivers. Like, his playing sort of even evolves where he can make you hear things. He's not even playing physically. Like, it just comes out of him somewhere, or he taps indirectly into your mind or soul and he makes you hear it. Like, complete goat behavior. Our next honorable mention is Yui Hirasawa. She was brimming with potential. She had a great musical ear. She played great live. She had a fast pickup on learning music. And it only took her like weeks or a couple of months to sound good. There was this time when she was still new to the guitar and she heard a fast like minor pentatonic lick on a record and she just goes and aces it in one take. And we haven't even heard her like prime playing, her peak playing. And the last time we heard her play was like 2011. So after like 15 years, who knows how goated she currently is. And our last honorable mention, we have SpongeBob SquarePants. Kinda similar to Macho, Mr. Macho. Bikini Bottom's free will at stake, and he doesn't choke. And the life of his like god, Neptune, and in front of Scarlett Johansson. Like I would probably freeze up in front of such a pretty woman. And he's playing conjured smoke machines and lights in a music video sequence. It was like shooting lasers that saved everyone. Very, very goated. And to start off our list, at number 6, we have Jimmy Bruno. I don't really listen to jazz guitar much, like jazz, the kind of jazz Barry B. Benson probably listens to, that B from B movie. And for that type of jazz, I prefer like saxophone or piano. But when I do, it's almost always his playing. Best jazz guitarist I ever heard. His note choices, his harmonies, his touch on the guitar, his picking. And there's also his like talking and playing on his YouTube channel. Lots of knowledge, not just for music, but for life in general. There's some wild and wacky statements and grumpiness that comes with age, I guess. Then he just whips out these lines and chords, all dreamy. At number 5, Tomo Fujita. Probably the greatest guitar teacher on YouTube. Best rhythm / comping guitar I ever heard, and whatever the hell funk is. And I learned that like percussive strumming thing from him, where you hit like dead notes in like a triplet, or you could fit like 4 notes if you're fast enough. Like you can even fit like 6, 7, 8. Just be fast. Like the one that goes like that one. And you can play like sorry about that. Anyway, I learned that you can slap on the guitar from him, because I thought that was just a bass thing, based on how the strings are spaced. But you can slap on the guitar and it sounds really good. And it's not as easy as it looks. You don't just smack the strings and hope for the best. You need like a left hand, right hand coordination to like time the strikes, the mutes and the pops, stuff like that. And like Bruno, his YouTube channel is full of lessons, and it's all free, which is awesome. But he's like really chill compared to Bruno. And in his live performances on YouTube, you'll get to steal a lot of phrases, lots of licks, lots of ideas, and study his articulation from his lead playing, like how you make an instrument talk or sing. At number 4, Matteo Mancuso. This guy's fast, he's melodic, and he doesn't use a pick. His jam sessions on YouTube with other great players are always a treat. Sure, some of his playing comes off as show-offy or flashy instead of musical, like putting too much sauce in a burger. but it still sounds impressive. It's more difficult to steal from him because of how fast he plays, and I hope he's able to jam with Guthrie Govan and upload it online one of these days. Here are our podium placers. At third, Roland Dienz. I learned about Roland Dienz maybe a month ago and gained an appreciation towards classical music and playing I've never had. His harmonization and textures, like when letting notes ring out and having those overtones that sound amazing. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore, but his playing and compositions are colorful. Like, I'm reminded of the first time I heard Kapustin. It was a VTuber from Korea named Rohali, who was live streaming herself playing piano, and there were just these melodies and harmonies I've never heard before, and she plays it a bit aggressive, like I'm being smacked in the face with a flower field or a rainbow. So Roland Dienz reminds me of Kapustin, and I should listen to and play more classical stuff. At second, Victor Rutten, greatest bass guitar player of all time. He can play anything on the bass, off the dome and on the fly probably. His sense of rhythm, his chromaticism, his textures combining sounds of thumping, tapping, dead notes and harmonics, and his ideas about not having to learn all that much theory in order to improvise and about what even is a wrong note. They all serve me great because I am lazy and I don't feel like learning about modes or what key I'm playing in or how to read music. As long as I'm somewhat on time, whatever I play would probably be fine. Like, I'll go play a random major scale and hope I land on something nice and never improve. And finally, at number 1, Guthrie Govan. Like Wootton, I'm convinced Guthrie Govan can play everything on this instrument. He can make it sound however he likes. I've never heard him play anything boring. Like, all of his tracks and live performances on YouTube, they all just tickle my brain and leave me in awe and wishing I had freedom like that on the guitar. Like, his shredding is also something my brain can still latch onto compared to other great players like Holdsworth or Sean Lane, where I just have no idea what they're playing or I just don't understand it. Well, granted, I haven't listened to them as much compared to how much I've listened to Govan, and my musical knowledge is not that great. And you know that Les Paul quote about complete control over the guitar, like conquering the guitar or something. Govan's probably done it. He has mastery over the guitar, and he's the guitar GOAT.